Shannon and Mr. Mata for being here and helping support us through all this. And there's one thing that I want to say about our neighborhoods. It's not okay to say that it's just Oak Cliff. It's not okay to say, well, it's just Deep Ellum. It's not okay to say it's just this neighborhood or that neighborhood. It's what kind of neighborhood do you want, what kind of neighborhood do you expect, and what are we going to do about it? So, thanks again.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Shannon. I know some of you have messaged me. I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. When this all kind of came together, which was about 48 hours ago, it was kind of a whirlwind, and we were thinking, what can we do? How can we help? And when I thought about that, I thought, okay, who do I know that organizes effectively? Who do I know that gets things done? And the first thing that popped into my mind was the Deep Ellum Community Watch, and I am in awe at their strength and their ability to have each other's back and get things done. So with that, I reached out to the local guru of that, who is Ray Freeze, who is amazing at doing these things, and I asked her advice. She immediately put me in touch with Sam, when the owner of Brain Dead, and I literally had barely sent the message before there were bubbles, 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 and he said, please, we would be happy to have you, and he was so supportive. With that being said, I would like to, number one, say thank you so much for having us here tonight. We appreciate you opening up to us, so we appreciate it. With that, I would also like to offer an apology from me, because I know that Brain Dead and Sam have received and been on the receiving end of some very unkind and some very untrue remarks. And the last thing that I ever wanted to do was have an adverse effect on you, your staff, or your business. So please accept my apology, and again, we're very appreciative of being here. I would like to thank the Dallas Police and the Mesquite Police Departments. Because they acted so quickly and so efficiently, they were able to apprehend these 6 criminals and without any injury to themselves or to anyone else. So for the Dallas Police Department, I know that you are short-staffed. I know that they're saying that you're approximately 30% low on your staffing. The rumors behind the scene is that number is closer to 50. We know that you are underpaid. We know that you are, we know you're underpaid. We know you are overworked, and we know you are underappreciated. And there's nothing that we can do that we can ever say that we thank you for everything you do for us on a daily basis. I would like to thank victims. I know several people here tonight who have been victims of violent crime, and I appreciate you being here because I know how hard it is for you. I would especially like to thank the victims of this crime spree last weekend, because you have displayed a courage and a grace while being attacked and ridiculed that I doubt very few can muster. I don't know how you do it. We are here for you. Please let us know what we can do. For this particular event, for this particular spree, the previously closed hearing has now been made public. That will happen on Thursday, August 2nd at 8:30 a.m. The juvenile detention on Lone Star. I'm sorry?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. I'm sorry, that's been moved to 10 a.m. It's at the Juvenile Detention Center on Lone Star. If we have any changes to that, we will post them on social media, so please check those for updates. The color for unification will be red. If you will be attending, please wear a red shirt. We will have shirts available, but I don't know how many people will be there, and I don't know if we'll run out. So in order to present a unified front as a community, we ask that you please wear red. For this crime spree, what do we say? One of these perpetrators was released from custody in April of this year for a crime that was committed in 2016. His mother has contacted at least 2 of the victims and offered her sincere apologies, as well as offered to testify against her child in order to get help. There were 6 perpetrators ages 13 to 16. These kids made a pointed decision to steal guns, to carjack a father, a newborn father, from his car, take that car and rob a newlywed couple at gunpoint while they were walking their dog. They then went and attempted to carjack a 63-year-old pizza delivery man, but they couldn't ride a stick. So what they did instead was rob and beat him for 2 pizzas and $40. They then went and committed another robbery and assault, and it is only because the Dallas Police Department, the Mesquite Police Department, and OnStar acted quickly that they were able to be apprehended. Thanks to the quick action of the police departments, there were no other injuries and no other innocent bystanders were hurt. This has got to stop. We are asking that there be change in the juvenile system. We are asking that there be change in our community. We need your help. If we work and we have our adjacent communities together, we can find a solution. This sounds like a plot to a movie, and it's not. If there were a Hollywood ending, I would write it, but I can't. And so we need to do something to where people are going to be held accountable for these actions, and probation is no longer that answer. We want change, we want action, and we want safety in our communities. I thank you all for coming, and I'd now like to turn it over to Mike Martin, the president of the Dallas Police Association, for a few words and any questions you may have.
Thank you, folks. Thank you very much for having me. I tell people I will talk anywhere, any place, anytime, as long as it's productive, it's constructive, and we work on solutions, not just problems. So I think here we have quite a few different problems. I think the biggest problem here is obviously we have a juvenile justice system that needs to be looked at. Should we be certifying kids to go to prison? No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't be certifying all kids to go to prison. There is a far majority of young offenders who have no structure. They don't place an importance on education. Those are the individuals that are committing shorter and smaller crimes that they need probation. They need technical training. They need structure at home. They need some type of counseling to create better citizens. The problem is we take the other offenders who commit so much serious crimes, and we put them together. And that is not helping. So whatever needs to be done, we need to take a serious look at our juvenile system and think about saving lives and not killing lives and hurting lives. You got to remember, these young juveniles who are out committing these crimes, this is the state of Texas. Everybody's authorized to carry a weapon. These individuals are going out committing serious crimes with weapons. One of these days, they're going to find that one individual who also has a weapon, and we're going to be burying kids. We need to do something about that, and that starts within our own juvenile justice system. We need to look, how can we solve these problems, not create new problems? And you know, these individuals that were robbed, they're not the only individuals that are robbed throughout this city. We have a problem. We have a crime problem in the city of Dallas. When I got here in 1994, we had 2,400 cops. We've increased the population of over 1 million residents. That's not counting the people that come in and out every day. And we've only increased the police department by 400 more officers. I promise you this, officers are out there working every single day, serving the citizens of Dallas. And that's citizens of Dallas all over this city. 15 years of my career was in Oak Cliff and South Dallas, serving the citizens. We want to protect the citizens. We want to do those proactive policings. The problem is we don't have enough bodies. We spend all day chasing calls, all shift long, instead of doing what we should be doing, and that's patrolling neighborhoods and making sure people are safe. But what we're doing is we're taking police reports left and right because we can't prevent those crimes from happening. We're chasing that proverbial rabbit. So we need to look at what's important in this city. We do not need Ferris wheels. We do not need golf courses. We do not need conference centers. We do not need deck parks. We need safe roads. We need good infrastructure. We need better schools. We need better parks. And we need more police and fire to protect the citizens. That's what we need in this city. I believe a lot of residents, including the individuals here in Deep Ellum and in other places across the city, in Redbird area, in Wynwood area, they're investing a lot of their time, money, and their whole life savings to create businesses and rejuvenate those cities. But the city is not living up to their part of the bargain. Their part of the bargain is if you're going to put your life savings in a business to rejuvenate a part of Dallas, it's the city of Dallas it's their responsibility that you can do it safely. And to do that, we need more police officers out there. We need police officers with better training. We need police officers with better equipment. This is not going to be an easy fix. We haven't hired 1,000 officers in 10 years. But we have got to stop losing more officers than we're gaining. And that's where we're at right now. And it's only going to get worse. So thank you very much for having me. I'm very excited that y'all got together. More citizens throughout the city of Dallas need to get together just like this and tell the city leaders what they want done. Not what the city leaders want to do. The citizens need to speak through their vote or however they need to speak to tell the city leaders we want better roads, better infrastructure, better schools, and safety for all our citizens. And that starts with the police and fire. So again, thank you for having me. I'm happy to answer any question that you may have.